Hi, this is Vicki with Learning Home Volunteers, and welcome back to our Shapes learning session. You know, shapes are everywhere, and this week we're going to look for shapes by playing an I Spy game. We're also going to play a game that's going to help us practice the names of the shapes and colors. And finally, we're going to do some really big shape painting using paint and butcher paper and see what kinds of interesting shapes we can make by painting and what shapes come out of the overlapping basic shapes. You ready to begin? I'm excited. Well, this is activity number 4. A piece of paper you're going to find in your box that looks kind of like what's on the right hand side. You'll need a crayon to mark what you actually find. And on the back, you can draw any of the shapes that you found that weren't actually on your sheet. Would love to see what you guys find, so make sure you post up the results of your little sheet here. But I think that most of the things parents is to help them look for shapes within shapes. So, a piece of candy is round, a television is rectangular, windows can be different sizes and different shapes. Each one of them on the sheet has those reminder shapes for us to be able to see with the little happy faces, to be able to help you compare to what the child is identifying as, in this case, a triangle. This doesn't match. Well, good luck with that, and I can't wait to see how that turns out. This is activity number 5. It's a roll a shape game. We've actually provided a dice that contains both colors underneath and shapes on top. You can roll and choose a color on the sheet and advance to that color, or you can roll a shape that happens to be on that color and go to the shape that does it. So if I rolled and got a triangle, I would go to this green triangle. If I rolled and got a yellow, I would go to the yellow circle. The first one, obviously, to get to the end actually wins. So you could play if you want as a competitive game. But you don't have to. You can have one token move through to make it as a non-competitive game. And in the bag with the dice, you're going to find some little tokens to keep track of where you are on the game grid. And like I said, playing with a single token actually just makes it a non-competitive game. Playing with more than one person and more than one token allows you to have winners and losers. Okie dokie, let's take a look at activity number 6. This is activity number 6, and you will find in your box a roll of painter's tape that you should keep. This is actually going to be for you guys to use whenever you need to tape something on the floor or on the wall or on the window. It comes off of paint without making any marks, and we'll make sure that you don't damage any of the surfaces in your home. You're also going to find a sponge paint brush, a roll of paper with the shapes on it. And the first step is to actually just tape the roll of paper. You'll see on one side it's got a special backing, kind of like a wax backing. That's so that the paint won't leak through the wall. What you want to be able to see when you put yours up is that the shapes are visible to the child. I would also get a trash bag out, tape it to the bottom of the wall and the floor. This will keep any drips of paint off the floor. A reminder that the paint is all washable, so even if it does get on the floor, just using soap and water will make it come off. The materials that you'll need is a plate, so you could put a little of each of the paint colors, the brush and the sponge, and a glass of water and paper towel to be able to rinse the brushes or the sponge out so that they can use a different color. The idea is you want to paint inside the lines of each shape. As your child paints the shape, maybe with different colors, maybe with the same color, they'll get to experience what happens when the shapes overlap that are painted different colors. Maybe they'll get some color mixing, like what happened here with the yellow, and then this little piece which was green, which is blue, they ended up getting green there. That happened, which should be fun and a surprise for the kids. If you find that the paint ends up on clothes, like I said, or walls or carpet, just warm soapy water will take it out and all be good. Next week, we're going to be exploring the big emotions and provide your child with some tools to help them. Until next week, thanks. Bye-bye.